Welcome back to Furry Trash, the podcast for furries by furries. I'm Rose Get the Box, and welcome to another episode of the show. Today, I'm joined from across the world with Duke Doggo. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Duke. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty rad. How about you?
As we'd say over here, I'm not doing too bad. Yeah, I'm grand. I'm happy out.
All right. Okay.
So I just want to preface this by people who are watching us on YouTube. Yes, you're seeing me twice. I dropped my laptop during the week and my camera broke, so I'm recording my video on my phone. Poor Duke is looking at me on two different screens, the poor creator. But Duke, you're here, and it's so great to see you. And let's have a bit of a chat about the furry fandom.
Yeah, let's talk. What is up?
Yeah. So first of all, people who don't know who you are you and what do you do?
Okay. My name is Duke Doggo. I love dancing and I hate capitalism. I'm known in the fandom for being a Michael Jackson fanatic and dancer, mostly a Michael Jackson tribute artist. I'm also known for my cosplays and my costuming skills.
So when did you join the furry fandom?
I joined, summer of 2019 is when I joined.
Oh my God, I'm in the fandom longer than you are?
I'm a baby here. I'm so young to everything.
It's just dawned on me that I'm in the fandom like longer. Hang on. Whoa. Whoa.
I haven't been here long.
It's always wild to me when I find people who, like, I'm in the fandom, I think, since like 2017, 2018-ish. And I'm just like, what? Like, it takes me a second to realize that moment of, oh my God, I'm getting old. When did you make your fursona and how did you make them?
Oh, geez. I made them, oh God. I made them, I think a month or two after I joined the fandom. Mm-hmm. I commissioned an artist to make my sona. I know I wanted a dog. I didn't know like markings or anything of what I wanted. I was just like, oh God, what do I want to do? I was like, what colors go good together? I was like, red and green. Oh, okay, perfect, green. I'll be a green dog. Mm-hmm. And as the artist was making my ref, the only things that I knew I wanted for sure, I wanted a mohawk and I wanted a Michael Jackson armband in my fur for my pattern. And I was watching him because he was doing a live stream while he was making the art. And when he was filling in my sona with the green, I noticed it was kind of like a freckle pattern on the muzzle with the brush he was using. And that color was like a light blue. And I was like, I kind of like, I kind of like that. So I messaged him frantically. I was like, don't change that. That looks really good. And he, while he's doing it, he kept that. And then I was looking at it. I'm like, I think there should be one more thing. So I was like, one of his eyes should be that surrounding blue color, like the freckles. So he made that area blue. And then it didn't happen until months later that I added my flower crown of poinsettias, which is a tribute to my late grandma, which nowadays I don't wear the whole crown. I just wear a single flower in my ear. So yeah.
So when I had Ink and I was performing as Ink, which is my other character who's the purple and white one, I used to wear pink and purple flower crowns a lot. My photographs will throw up on screen here. And I would bring them out for special occasions like her suit birthday, like for conventions. If I was doing a talk online, Ink always a flower crown. So I quite like how we've got that in common with accessories that are with our fursonas. Now mine didn't have like a special connection like yours had, but it was just kind of for funsies, I guess, you know?
Yeah, well, when I added mine, originally it was, I'll be real, it was just to look cute. It was. And every artist I got it done from, it would be different flowers, which I kind of liked. Mm-hmm. And then when my grandmother passed, her favorite, she would always get poinsettias. And actually every year she had a big bunch of fake poinsettias she put in front of our house. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, my flower crown should be poinsettias. So then I did that. And that's morphed into just having the one in the ear. But now everyone thinks I'm a Christmas dog, which was not intentional.
So in your introduction, Duke, you mentioned that you love to dance. When did that love start and how did you kind of incorporate that with the furry fandom?
Oh, geez. Well, it started when I was 7 years old. I had discovered Michael Jackson's Thriller video for the first time, and I was mesmerized. I loved it. That's when I also became a giant fan of Michael Jackson. And since then, I have watched almost every video of his. I know all the moves, all the dances, all the tours, all the anything, almost anything on him, I know. And when I joined the fandom, I didn't really, I didn't plan on making it a big thing. I kind of just did it. I mean, I go to a few dance sessions with other furs, but I just dance MJ, so I can't hold a candle to what they do. But I guess it kind of like really started when I got my suit. I did a few dance videos here and there, which kind of just were there. And then when I went to MFF last year, I got my friend filmed me dancing on the stairs, and I posted it, and then it went bigger than I planned. I mean, it got 4,300 likes and over 200 reblogs and 200 comments, and it was very overwhelming. And I was just like, hello. And then all of a sudden it was a flux of followers. I started seeing the video on TikTok. I started seeing it on the Italian fur posting Telegram and everything. And I'm just like, what is happening? I didn't ask for this. What is
So you released this like rage of Michael Jackson madness in the furry fandom.
I did. Just from me moonwalking to Billie Jean, the fandom, I don't want to say it went wild because I'm just here, but it was definitely a moment.
So speaking of Michael Jackson, I have to ask the question, which is your favorite Michael Jackson dance and or song, and why?
Ooh, God, my favorite dance would probably be Billie Jean, because it's such an iconic dance. Everyone kind of knows it. They expect the moonwalk part, and then it goes right back into a freestyle of just grooving to the music. As for favorite song, God, that changes like weekly because I always get in different Michael moods. I always think of I'm always in a different mood, like, oh, well, I really like the bad era today. I love the thriller era today. It always changes. So at the moment, my favorite song would be Another Part of Me from the Bad album.
I'll admit I'm not the biggest Michael knowledge, but I know I want to go on Spotify and like just be like, oh, what does this mean? Must Google search it. So you also mentioned you did some MFF dancing, which is Midwest Fur Fest. Have you noticed any big differences in dancing in suit versus dancing out of suit?
Many. Well, biggest difference is that I can see when I'm out in suit, and I have a little more control of my movements. When I'm in suit, I'm wearing my thriller jacket, I'm wearing hand paws, I'm wearing a head, my visibility isn't as sharp, and I don't really get to see like where the head is sitting. So if I'm turning and looking this way, my head will sometimes be pointed down. So visibility isn't 100% on my side, but it's also a comfort thing too. I remember earlier on, before MFF, I filmed a dance video outside, and I was filming multiple takes. And when I took my head off, I busted my nose. It was bleeding, and I didn't know it. Oops.
You were coming to the UK soon. You're coming over for a confuzzled in May. Are you excited?
Yes, I am very excited. This is going to be my first, this is my first time flying solo. Two, this is my first time flying internationally. I'm very excited. It's a lot of planning. I still have a lot between now and then, which is months away. I still have a lot of planning to do. I've already booked my tickets. I have plans for my vehicle. I need to figure out what I'm taking with me. I have to figure out what costumes I'm going to bring. But I am very, very, very excited for this con.
And what are your expectations? Because you said this is your first time flying internationally. Are you expecting a big difference between a US con and a UK con? That's a tongue twister, by the way. Don't ever try and say those words together. It's just a massive tongue twister.
Oh man, a big difference between UK and US cons. Well, with US cons, I've only ever been to, I've been to many cons. I work at a bunch of anime and cosplay cons throughout the year. But in terms of furry cons, I've only ever been to two, IFC 2021 and MFF 2021. Of what I know from those ones, it's a lot of fun, a lot of people, and kind of just everyone come together. The only big difference I know of for UK fur cons is that it's like all 18 plus people. That's the only thing I know as far as I can tell. I've never been to, like I said, I've never been, so I can't say just yet, but I am excited to see how different it is.
So you mean like going off what you've seen online and people's first-hand accounts and stuff like that, just testing the two together?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I haven't been to Confuzzled in person. I spoke at Confuzzled last year, 2021. It's still mad to me, like we're in February 2022, and it's still mad to me that I have to refer to like all the conventions as last year's convention. Like, it is madness to me. It is just crazy. Like, where is the time going? But that's by the by. I spoke at Confuzzled last year, and it was incredible because like all the Irish furs were there, and it was just like mind-boggling. But this year, it's going to be so weird to see people in person, like actual real life people.
Yeah.
What? Like, it's madness.
It's amazing. I'm really excited about it. I'm glad cons are starting to come back. I know everyone's missed them. I've missed them. It's just going to be nice to have that connection again. I mean, COVID got all of us locked up for so long, and it's still ongoing. But knowing that we're getting to a place where we can safely have cons again, it means a lot.
Back in your background there, you've got Duke, you've got the boy.
My lad.
The lad.
Yes.
Can I give him an international pat?
Yes, you can. Here, come here, Duke. You can get out of timeout.
Oh, look at him. Oh, I'm gonna boop him on my phone screen, but it's gonna look weird on my laptop screen. So we're just gonna have to go with it. Just like I give him pats. Oh yeah. Big international pats. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bless. He loves it.
Bless this boy. I love the poinsettia in the ear. Is it attached to his suit, or is it like a magnet?
It's actually a bobby pin, because originally it was one of the poinsettias on his flower crown that it fell off. And what I did was I gave him a bath one day because wash your fursuits.
Wash your suit.
Wash it. No one likes a musky husky unless they're into it. But I washed him, and then the flower was kind of loose. So I kind of just put it next to his ear, and I was just like, oh. So I started wearing him like that instead of wearing my full flower crown. And I actually really love it, because with my whole crown, what it was, my poinsettias were a little too big for the suit head. So it made me look a little, how do I say this? I looked like a bug-eyed rat. But with just having the one, it looks so much better. And oh, I love him.
He's just adorable. I have one of my suits, Kyra, over there in my wardrobe, but I'm not going to get up because I'm covered in wires. But she's got big ears and she's got big piercings. Actually, if I can do this correctly, I will be very impressed with myself. But I just recently commissioned Cafes Coffee Cat, who is an incredible artist, by the way. She's just the talent.
I love her. She's one of my friends. She's an amazing person, an incredible artist. I love her. She
sent me a Christmas card last Christmas, and I had it on my Christmas table, and I was like, oh, that's adorable, because she addressed one to Ink and to Kyra, so I was like, just so sweet. But I commissioned Cafes recently to do one of Kyra, like a drawing of Kyra, and she was doing this pose, and like a tongue goes out, and her like Rocky Horror pins were on. Like a massive Rocky Horror nerd.
She's a very detailed being. I worship the ground she walks on.
The coffee grounds she walks on, I should say.
Oh no, I can't get up. Call Obama. Okay, I'm up.
For people that miss that pun, Cafes's whole thing is that she absolutely adores coffee. Like her name is Cafes Coffee Cat, and her name Cafes is Greek for coffee. So I made a joke about the coffee grounds. Anyways, sorry. Speaking of artwork of personas, what is the favorite piece of artwork you've commissioned recently of your persona and why?
Oh boy. So my favorite piece, I have to pull it up here because I have to show it, although those listening won't be able to see it. So sucks to be you, I guess. But my favorite piece was art I had commissioned recently from an artist named Lily Sketch OO. And she did femboy art of me. And it is one of my favorite pieces ever. It was femboy docky art. And it is my absolute favorite. I've been feeling a lot more feminine lately, and I've wanted to embrace that in art because I feel like I hadn't been as much. And I saw this piece and I loved it, and I want to get a docky made of it just for me and and Artemis. But I love it so much. Her art is amazing. I've commissioned her so many times, and she's just so nice, so easy to work with, so fun to talk to, and oh, I love her.
Can I just personally say and put my hands up here that is an amazing piece of artwork. It's your current Twitter profile, if memory serves me correctly. It's
Yes, it
so
is.
cute. It is adorable. Like I was scrolling through Twitter earlier on and I saw a tweet put up and I was like, oh, look at it. It's adorable.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Also, you name dropped there. You mentioned a certain Artemis. I wasn't going to say anything, but you were talking about Aaron Swishfoot, by the way, just for context.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that is my boyfriend, my lovely, lovely boyfriend. I love him dearly.
Well, the two of you are just perfect.
I see what you beans. Yeah.
I was sitting on that pun the entire time, by the way, just to let you know.
I'm glad you just had it ready on the back burner. Even if it didn't come up, you were just ready to go.
How did you meet Artemis? If you want to talk about it.
Let's see. I messaged him on Twitter. I was a simp. I'm just gonna say it. I was a simp. He talked about pause. I love pause. I was a simp. I was one of those messengers. And we talked for a bit. I didn't expect him to message back, but he did. And we got to talking for a bit. And over time, we became friends / acquaintances. Like we didn't talk all the time, but we did talk every now and then. And then after a while, I asked him like, hey, I don't know if you're interested in dating or anything, but like, would you want to talk and maybe see where things go? And he's like, yeah. So we started talking a little more and more and got to know each other more. And a little bit later, here we are, and we're together. Actually, Confuzzled is going to be our first con together. So.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
He's literally my background. He is my
would you
home
look
on my phone. Oh, goodbye.
Oh, that is adorable. That is the cutest thing I've seen in the last 5 seconds. I'm being very cautious of the fact that I've just seen your femboy art. So I'm like, it's not too much. It's just so cute. What the heck?
Oh, just wait. If you go through my Twitter, there's so much, well, now femboy art and art of Artemis and I, that it's just, like, you could just beat someone up with the art. There's just a lot. Like,
we don't condone violence here, but we do condone cuteness.
Yeah, cuteness can hurt. It can hurt. It doesn't leave a mark. Sometimes leaves some mark.
And on that lovely, lovely note, where can people find you online, Duke, and have a look at all the cuteness going on in the world?
Oh boy. Well, if you want to follow me, my Twitter is @DukeDoggo. And then if you want to follow me on my other social media, I have TikTok, which is @DukeLeDoggo, Duke LE Doggo, which
And if you want to follow us online, our Instagram is furry.trashpod, Twitter is ftrashpod. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, please do rate the show. It makes me really, really happy. Duke, thank you so much for coming on. It has, for real, been an honor. And I hope you have a really safe trip over to Confuzzled soon. And thank you for tuning in to Furry Trash. Bye-bye.